got four. So I don't know why sir said last question was wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll ask the last
I
two.
didn't get the
Fine now?
second last.
Okay. I'm going to
Just
ask
ask.
the last two. Okay.
Yeah, just ask.
Okay, thank you.
Hello guys, good evening all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, sir.
Sir, yesterday you had given 5 questions, right?
Yeah,
I didn't get the last two. Could you do that?
I gave you answers. How to calculate also I told you.
Sir,
So
you
the
didn't give the
last
last one, sir.
Last one I didn't give. Okay, read that
No,
question.
sir.
Read question.
Sir, a sample of dolomite contains 45% of calcium carbonate, 40% of magnesium carbonate, and 15% of clay. Calculate the mass of sulfuric acid and required to react completely with 10% of the sample.
I think one guy is complete that one. Who did? Keshav?
Yes, I did. But I want to still confirm, sir. Like,
Okay.
Yes, sir. Even I did, but I want to confirm the answer.
Here total mass of sample is 10 grams, right? Mass of sample is 10 grams. So in this 10 grams, 45%, 45%, 45% CaCO3, 40% MgCO3, and 15% clay. So that is mass of CaCO3 is equal to 4.5 grams. Next, 40% of magnesium carbonate. So that is mass of magnesium carbonate is equal to only 4 grams. Then left is 1.5 grams. So 15% of clay. So that is mass of clay is equal to 1.5 gram. So here H2SO4 only reacts with calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate, not reacts with this mud. 15% of clay, it won't react. So now we have to calculate only for how much amount of H2SO4 is required to react with CaCO3 and magnesium carbonate. So mass of H2SO4 required. H2SO4. Sulfuric acid, okay, 30% strength. Mass of H2SO4 required. Mass of pure H2SO4 required to react with 4.5 grams of CaCO3. So calculate this. CaCO3 plus H2SO4 gives CaSO4 plus H2O, CO2 plus H2O. CaCO3 mass is 100 grams. H2SO4 is 98 grams. To react 100 gram require 98 grams. To react only 4.5 gram. So how much H2SO4 is required? This is the limit. So 100 grams require 98 grams of H2SO4. This is take as X. 4.5 gram requires X grams of H2SO4. So X is equal to its mass of H2SO4. X is equal to 4.5 into 98 divided by 100. Calculate this value.
so 4.41 grams.
What?
4.41 gram.
4.4 grams. Okay. .41 gram of H2SO4 is required. So like that, calculate for magnesium carbonate also.
3.92 grams.
3.92 grams. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, this is your class, sir.
Yeah, this is 11th class, ma. Bhanupriya.
Okay,
Hello?
sir. Actually, we were supposed to join for maths then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is a
I don't
chemistry
know
class.
which ID we should use.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
once-
We'll ask with
yeah,
sir.
you asked to Harsh, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And next, calculate how much mass of magnesium carbonate is required.
4.67 grams.
So mass of pure H2SO4 required to react with 4 grams of magnesium carbonate. MgCO3 plus H2SO4 gives magnesium sulfate, carbon dioxide and water. Mass of magnesium carbonate is 84 grams. H2SO4 is 100, so 98. So 84 grams reacts with 98 grams of H2SO4. 4 grams reacts with X grams of H2SO4. So mass of H2SO4. X is equal to 98 into 4 divided by 84. So this is 4.66. Yeah, 4.66. Now total mass of H2SO4 required.
9.08.
So H2SO4 does not react with clay.
No, it won't react with clay.
Why not, sir?
So it won't react. Clay is nothing but we are calling mud that won't react with H2SO4. Nothing is there to
Yes,
react.
sir,
That is
because
sand.
non-metals don't react with acids.
Yeah.
Sir, anyway, clay is a mixture, sir.
Mixture only, but they
can't
clearly said told that clay,
Yes, sir.
but it not contains any metallic salts.
Yes, sir, that's
to
what.
react.
No.
So it won't react. So clay doesn't react with acid. H2SO4. Okay, now total mass of H2SO4 reacted is 4.41 plus 4.66. How much? 8.
Sir, it's 6.7, sir.
Oh, okay, 6.7. 6.668. No, okay, 6.7. How much? Total
9.08.
9.08 grams. See, this is a pure 9.08 grams is pure one, right? Now 30% purity only. That is not 100% purity. So how much is required? So 30% strength of H2SO4 required. To react with the mixture is 30 by 100 into 9.08. No, 100 by 30.
So this value is 30.267.
30.267. Yes, that's the only answer.
So could you once explain why shouldn't we take 30 by 100?
So that is only 30% purity, right?
Okay, thanks.
If it is 100% purity, only 9.08 is sufficient. If it is 50% purity, how much is required? If it is 50% purity,
It will be lesser than.
no, 50% purity, not lesser than, higher quantity is required.
It will be
18, no?
times more than what you need.
Yeah. See, 100% purity means 9.08 grams is sufficient. If it is only 50% purity, quality is only 50%, then it is
Oh,
required,
yeah,
quantity
yeah,
becomes
more
double.
than, yeah.
So it will becomes 8.16 grams. So like 30% purity only. So answer is 30.26.
So in the fourth question, could you just explain the steps? Like, I didn't understand.
So which is cheaper?
Yes, sir, that question.
That is only. Read question.
Fourth question. Yeah.
Read my question once.
Okay, sir. Which is the cheaper?
Hmm.
40% hydrochloric acid.
Okay, fine. That is all. Okay, 40% hydrochloric acid at the rate of 50 paise per kilogram, or 80% H2SO4 at the rate of 25 paise per kilogram to complete neutralization of 7 kg of caustic potash. Okay, first you calculate how much mass of H2SO4, pure 100% H2SO4 is how much is required to react with 7 kilogram of caustic soda. KOH mass is 56 grams. HCl mass is 36.5 grams. Okay, next here 7 kg means 7,000 grams. This is how much is required. Mass of pure HCl required to react with 7 kg of KOH is X is equal to 36.5 into 7,000 divided by 56 grams. So X is equal to
It would be 4,560.
total value 4,000
560.
grams. So convert this into kilograms. 4.56 kilogram. So cost of 1 kg of HCl is 50 paise. Okay, sir. Then convert to this 100% ma. We have to convert into 40% hydrochloric acid. How much is required?
So after this, I didn't get.
Okay, so 100% is this much required. Then 40% of HCl requirement is 100 divided by 40 into 4.56 kilogram. 456 by 40. So 11.4 kilograms. So next cost. cost of 40% of HCl required is 11.4 into, it is only 50 paisa, no, kilogram. $11.4 into 0.5 rupees. So require 5.7 rupees. So like that to calculate how much H2SO4 also require. That is 80% purity. So then next one, can you calculate how much amount of H2SO4 is required? 80%.
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay. So today also
7,656 grams.
required H2SO4.
Yes, sir.
That is how much? 40%. Sorry, 80% of H2SO4.
Yes, sir. 80%. So the cost will be lesser.
So how much cost?
1.9 rupees.
Okay. Then cheapest is H2SO4 only. Okay, today also I will give you a few questions, solve this. The first question, calculate the mass of graphite. Calculate the mass of graphite. That must be born. That must be burnt. To produce 13.2 grams of carbon dioxide. (13.2 grams of carbon dioxide). Next question. 1 gram of mixture of.
So you should consider graphite as carbon itself.
Graphite means carbon only. Graphite is
Carbon
pure
only,
carbon.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, graphite, how can you burn it 100%, sir?
Calculate the mass of graphite that must be burned to produce. What 100%? Why can't?
Sir, how can we burn graphite in normal conditions, sir? It will be very hard to burn like that, sir.
It catches fire. So, coal. That means those are mostly using while ironing, and
Yes, sir, that's
yeah.
true.
So
Yes,
along
sir.
with that, you throw one pencil lead. It also easily catches fire.
Yes, sir. So graphite in large quantities burn, not small quantities.
How much I gave no here? I didn't give no. So why not? It burns. It also burns.
Sir, when I was small, I tried to burn pencils, sir.
We are on candle lamp. Candle, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That heat is not sufficient. Throw along with coal pieces.
So what if I throw pencil into the gas stove?
What?
Like,
it catches fire. Yes, it catches.
what if will it turn dangerous for the whole? So will it become
Hello?
dangerous? Like, so will it become dangerous if I throw the pencil into a burning flame? Like,
No.
it will start
No,
burning very.
No, not dangerous. It also behaves like a coal only, coal piece.
Sir, it does not burn, it just turns red, right? Like,
No,
Yes,
it burns.
that's all.
It burns. But need high temperature.
sir, we
So
learned
do
that.
instead of one thing, just crush that one, make powder and throw in flame. You will see some sparkles. Means it catches fire. So in pencil lead, the carbon atoms are tightly packed. That's what at normal temperature it won't catch fire. Suppose if you throw wood, hard wood piece, one smooth wood piece is easily catches fire, but hard wood piece takes more time to catch fire. So here also same. So lead is that in pencil lead, that lead piece is very hard. I mean, not hard. That atoms are hardly packed, tightly packed. So you crush that one, make into powder, and throw in flame. It easily catches fire.
So is the first answer 3.6?
Which one, ma? This question.
Yes, sir.
No, 3 point.
6.
Yeah, correct. 3.6 grams. Okay, the next question. 1 gram of a mixture of 1 gram of a mixture of potash and sodium chlorides, potash and sodium chloride means potassium chloride, sodium chloride, that means. On treatment with excess of silver, on treatment with excess of silver, and treatment with excess of silver, silver nitrate gave 2 grams of AgCl. Gave 2 grams of AgCl. What was the composition of the two salts in the original mixture? In mixture. Next question. What volume of oxygen at 18 degrees centigrade and 750 mm pressure? Can be obtained from
The of how much?
pressure. mm of Hg. Okay, you can write just 750 mm pressure. So sometime using 750 mm of Hg means there we are mercury only using in barometers.
so for
Sir?
the second question, okay.
Sir, here we need to use that formula which you gave one day, right?
Yeah, now also I will explain you how to use that. Can be 750 mm pressure can be obtained from.
Sir, Pressure SI units is pascals, no, sir. What is that?
Brother, that is
70?
millimeter of Hg. Oh, it have many units, pascals, dynes, huh? And bar, atmosphere, mmHg, centimeter Hg. We are using many units.
That's mmHg, right? Sir, so we need to, sir, at what mmHg does it be stable, sir? 0.
What? 0? What is 0? See, pressure, see, 1 atmosphere means 760 mmHg. That is equal to 760 pascals, right? No,
Sir, I don't know the relation, sir.
that
That's
is
why I
pascal, yeah.
asked.
That is 1 pascal we are calling, that is 1
Sir,
pascal.
sir, could you explain the relation?
Here, in physics, sir didn't explain you relations.
Sir, that's not here, sir. It's there in part 2, sir.
Part what? Units and dimensions are there in part 2 or part 1?
No.
Huh?
Sir, pressure is not there, sir.
Wow, where units and dimensions are not there in 11th standard?
Sir, it's there, sir, but we didn't learn about centimeter Hg, sir.
Then you studied only relation with one.
Uh, Pascal, dyne, and atmosphere. That much we learned.
Yeah. Tell me, 1 atmosphere is equal to how many pascals given?
Sir, I think 1.5 or something.
1.5. No, I think 760.
Sir, but dynes, I know, sir.
10 power 5 dynes is equal to 1
Yes,
pascal,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. 10 to the power 5 is 1.
Yeah, this is equal to 760 of Hg. That is only equal to 1 atmosphere. But a bar and atmosphere, small change will comes. 1 atmosphere, no, 1 bar is equal to 0.987 atmospheres. In chemistry, we are using mostly this bar
Sir,
and
one
atmosphere.
atmosphere is how many pascals, sir?
How many pascals? 7 pascals, 760 pascals. Just wait. Oh, here also not given.
So in the second question, we should find the ratio of potassium and sodium chloride.
Yeah. Already that's such kind of questions already gave you.
Okay.
No, you're not there. Wait, I will tell you. Yeah, see, 1 bar is equal to 10 power 5 pascals. That's the relation. Okay, see how to calculate this one. What volume of oxygen at 18 degrees centigrade and 7650 mm of Hg pressure can be obtained from 10 grams of potassium chlorate. Ten grams of potassium chlorate. See, I'll give you equation. KClO3 potassium chlorate decomposes, gives KCl plus O2. 3O2, 2KCl, 2KClO3. So first you calculate mass of KClO3, 2 moles, giving 3 moles of O2. This mass also calculate. Next step, 10 grams of this gives how much mass of O2. This also calculate. After calculating that mass, convert that into volume. How much volume of oxygen that is equal to. Then apply the formula P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. This formula. P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. These are we are applying. So here P1 is equal to 760, not 750, 760. V1 is equal to 22,400 or 22.4 liters you take. Divided by T1 is equal to 273 Kelvin. This is standard condition. That's only we are saying STP condition. This is one side you take STP condition, and this side P2. P2 is 750. V2 is we have to calculate volume. Then temperature is 18 degrees centigrade. This one convert into kelvins. Just a minute, ma. Here
291, sir.
you don't take 22.4. Here you take this volume. How much volume of oxygen is obtained? No, that volume right here. Then V2 you have to calculate. Now you are saying 18 plus 273. How much?
Sir, it is 291.
Not 291. Yeah. P2 is now 750. V2 you have to calculate. Temperature is 291. So just to calculate this value, volume V1 from this, substitute here. Then again V2 you calculate. Any doubt here about third question?
The temperature we should convert into Kelvin, right?
Yeah, already converted here, 291 Kelvin.
Yeah, the 291, yeah.
Yeah. And here you will get a mass of oxygen when you burn 10 grams of KClO3, not burn, decomposition, 10 grams, you will get mass. That mass convert into volume in liters or mLs, whatever. Next question. Same, this kind of question. What volume of carbon dioxide measured? Measured at 27 degrees centigrade and 720 mmHg, that means pressure. Pressure would be obtained by treating 10 grams of pure marble treating 10 grams of pure marble with dilute hydrochloric acid. See here also reaction is CaCO3 plus HCl gives CaCl2 plus CO2. Here mass of CaCO3 is given 10 grams. So how much mass of carbon dioxide, no, how much volume of carbon dioxide obtained, calculate. Then that substitute in these formulas. You will get again V2 you have to calculate, same. What volume of CO2 is measured at. Now conditions are different, 27 degrees centigrade and 720 atmospheric pressure. Here 720. Temperature is 300 Kelvin. This is standard, this won't change. 760, 273. Here how much volume of carbon dioxide obtained, write this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
These questions are for school level or
Competitive levels.
competitive? Okay, thank you, sir.
Then last question, 3 grams of H2 react with 3 grams of H2 reacts with 29 grams of O2 to form H2. 29 grams of O2 to form H2O. Which is the limiting reagent? Which is the limiting reagent? Calculate the maximum amount of H2O that can be formed. Calculate the maximum amount of H2O formed. These 5 questions only homework. Sir, classwork.
So, sir, we should stay here only.
Yeah, stay here only. Just solve those questions. At last 10 minutes, you join in class.
Sir, so can we leave and then join back later?
Okay, your wish. You can leave now
Okay.
and join by today up to 8:30 now. So join by 8:20. 8:20 join class. Okay.
Okay,
You can
sir.
leave now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. See, in yesterday class, I gave you concentration terms, only 5 concentration terms. Today, I will explain you 2 more concentration terms and also molarity of mixed solutions, how to calculate concentration of mixed solutions and in neutralization reactions. So we'll discuss today those. Noted these questions. Akshaya and Vaishnavi.
Yes, sir.
Noted these both questions.
Yes,
Priyanka.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So right now, which topic are you going to teach?
Concentration terms. Yesterday I gave 5 concentration terms up to molarity, molality. Today I'm explaining normality.
Okay, I had actually attended them. So okay.
You attended those classes?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'll
then
leave
no.
it, yeah.
Okay. Now you can leave class now. You join by last 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So next concentration term is normality. So it is denoted with Kaplan. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, is there any relationship between molality and normality?
Molality and normality we don't have, but we have molality and molarity. We have molarity and molality. Later I will give that. While solving JEE questions, I will give you those relations.
Okay, sir.
Okay, see now what is normality? See, before that, you have to revise once what is molarity. Number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. It is called molarity. Normality is number of gram equivalents. There we are using moles, but here we are using gram equivalent. Number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of a solution. It is called normality. Number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of solution, called normality. See how to calculate and what are those formulas. Normality N is equal to number of gram equivalents divided by volume of solution. Volume of solution. Formula normality N is equal to, see how to calculate a number of gram equivalents. Given mass of solute, given mass of solute divided by molar mass by valency into 1000 by volume of solution in ml. So N is equal to, normality is equal to mass of, so given mass of solute, we can write W2 by molar mass M2. So here valency, just write small n. Valency is small n into 1000 by volume of solution is V in ml. So this term molar mass by valency is called equivalent weight. Later we'll discuss how to calculate equivalent weight. This is M2, molar mass of solute. So if you see in molarity formula, just we are writing given mass of solute divided by molar mass. We don't use this valency term. We don't use given mass of solute by molar mass 1000 by volume of solution. Until here only we are using. We don't use N. If we use N, that becomes normality. So now see how to calculate this term. See molar mass by valency. Molar mass by valency is equal to gram equivalents. Sorry. Equivalent weight. Equivalent weight. So this term molar mass by valency gives equivalent weight. So I think in molarity you already studied how to calculate number of moles. Mass of solute by molar mass. Right, that gives number of moles. But here we are calculating number of equivalents, number of gram equivalents. Number of gram equivalents is equal to mass of solute by Equivalent weight you can write. So this is only calculation of number of gram equivalents. So number of gram equivalents of solute present in 1 liter of solution we are calling normality. So noted this one, this formula up to here. So units of normality is gram equivalents per liter. Gram equivalent per liter. Okay. Now see how to calculate only equivalent weight. I don't explain this full formula for how to calculate for different substances equivalent weight. Acid, basicity, acid, basicity, equivalent weight. Suppose acid is HCl. HCl, see it having only one hydrogen atom, means when you take in aqueous solution, means in water, one HCl molecule gives only one H plus ion. Only one H plus ion it gives. That's what its basicity becomes 1. So basicity statement is how many number of H plus ion one acid can give. That is only called its basicity. So its basicity is 1. Now calculation of equivalent weight. What is the molar mass of HCl? Molar mass of HCl. Akshaya. Vaishnavi?
36.
Yeah, 36.5. HCl, this one, I'm applying this formula, molar mass by valency. So it is 36.5 divided by 1. So it's equivalent weight same only. 36.5 only equivalent weight. Next, H2SO4. H2SO4 having 2 hydrogen atoms. So in aqueous solution, it is able to give 2 H plus ions. That's what basicity becomes 2. Molar mass of H2SO4 is how much? H2SO4 molar mass.
98.
98, correct, 98. So 98 divided by 2, basicity, 2. It gives 49. Equivalent weight of H2SO4 is 49. Next, HNO3. Basicity 1. HNO3 molar mass. (63), right? HNO3 molar mass.
Yes.
63 by 1, 63 only. Next, acetic acid, CH3COOH. Careful now. CH3COOH having here 3 hydrogens, here 1 hydrogen. Total 4 hydrogens it have. But in aqueous solution, it gives only 1 H plus ion. It won't use 4 H plus ion, mind it. These hydrogens are not leaving. Only this one, this hydrogen only coming out as a H plus in aqueous solution. So 1 only. Molar mass of CH3COOH is 60. So 60 by 1, 60 only. Next, oxalic acid. Oxalic acid formula C2H2O4. But oxalic acid is able to give 2 H plus ions because its formula is COOH, COOH. So from this COOH, 1 H plus ion comes out. From this also, 1 H plus ion comes out. Total 2 H plus ions are giving. So now 2. Calculate molar mass of C2H2O4. 90. 90 by 2, 45. So this is the way of calculation of equivalent weight for acids. So it changes, my acids changes, basis is different, and for salts also different. I will give you now for bases and salts also. It's noted this table form. So that note down on problem. Calculate the normality of .5 gram of H2SO4 calculate the normality of solution which is prepared by, all right, here. Which is prepared by 24.5 gram of H2SO4 taken in 500 ml solution. Calculate this. See here solution which is prepared by 24.5 gram of H2SO4 taken in 500 ml of solution. See formula, normality formula. Given mass of solute and divided by equivalent weight of solute into 1000 by volume of solution. Given mass of solute in this solution, solute is H2SO4. The solvent is obviously water only, but that volume is given 500 ml total. Given mass of solute 24.5 grams. What is equivalent weight of H2SO4? Check in tabular form. What is equivalent weight?
49.
49. So how we are getting that 49? Molar mass of H2SO4 divided by its valency. So 49 into 1000 by volume of solution is 500 ml. So normality. How much? 1 equivalent per only 1. 24.1 that 2 are this is and 50 sorry 500 2 to cancel. So 1 gram equivalent per liter. So for accuracy write 1.0 gram equivalent per liter.
So why can't we write 1?
What? What, Akshaya?
Why can't we leave it as 1?
Yeah, you can leave. No problem. 1 gram equivalent. Just if you write 0.0 means that is accurate.
Okay.
Accuracy, that's why we're selling accuracy. I think in school level only you may learn that one. Round off, how to do round off, and accuracy, precision. That is a small concepts. Won't ask in examinations. Okay, next. So now you know how to calculate equivalent weight of acids. Now see how to calculate for bases. So right here, base, formula of base. So acids having basicity, bases having acidity. And here, equivalent weight. Equivalent weight of base. So first base is NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. How many OH groups are there? Vaishnavi? Only one is there. So in aqueous solution, it gives only one OH minus ion, right? So its acidity is only acidity 1 only. NaOH molar mass is how much? Molar mass of NaOH?
40.
40. So 40 by 1, 40 only. So its molar mass also 1, equivalent mass also, or equivalent weight also 1 only. Next, KOH, potassium hydroxide. It also can provide only one OH minus ion, so 1 only acidity. And equivalent weight, potassium is 39 plus 17, 56. 56 by 1, again it is 56. Next, magnesium hydroxide. Now it gives 2 OH minus ions, so acidity 2. The next equivalent weight we have to calculate, OH2, so 34 plus 24, 58. 58 by 2, 2, 9, 29. Next, aluminum hydroxide. It is able to give 3 OH minus ion in aqueous solution. Even this one, iron ferric hydroxide also, able to give 3 OH minus ions. So 3, here also 3. Mass of aluminum hydroxide. 3 OH groups mass is 51 plus aluminum 27. So 78. 78 divided by 3. 2, 6, 26. Next, ferric hydroxide. Iron mass is 56. 56 plus 51. 107. Divided by 3. 3, 5.6. Yeah. It's completed, Akshaya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, we wrote for acids, bases, and then for salts, how to write, how to calculate equivalent weight for salts. So right here, salt. Here salt having just a valency of just write valency only, don't write anything, valency. So in formula I gave valency. So that is for if it's salt, then we can write valency. If it is acid means you have to write basicity. If base means you have to write acidity. Careful now while writing a normality formula. Equivalent weight of salt. For your clarification, write valency of metal ion. Valency of metal ion. So first salt is NaCl and then KCl, MgSO4, FeCl3, Al2SO4 thrice. NaCl mass. Sorry, valence I will tell. Here only Na, only metal ion, it carries +1 charge. So valency 1. Metal ion. Here KCl also it have 1. Magnesium sulfate, magnesium carries +2 charge. In FeCl3, iron carries +3 charge. Aluminium sulfate, here aluminium carries +3 charge. So just write 3. Now mass of NaCl, it is 58.5 by 1, same value only, 58.5, equivalent weight also. KCl, its mass is 39 plus 35.5, 74.5 by 1, same value one, 74.5. Next, magnesium sulfate mass. Magnesium 24, sulfur 32, 4 oxygen 64. 10, 120. 120 divided by 2, it gives 60. Next, FeCl3. Iron 56, 3 chlorines mass 106.5. $162.5 divided by 3. 4.13. Next, Al2SO4 thrice. 2 aluminum mass is 54. 3 sulfurs 96. 12 oxygens. $342 divided by 3. 114. Yeah. So this is the way of calculation of equivalent weights. Just in molarity formula, we are writing molar mass. Here we are writing equivalent mass. That's only different. It's completed. Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir.
Completed. Okay, next. Next concentration term is ppm, parts per million. This is the last concentration term. We're calling ppm. Small. Listen. Suppose solute is present in large quantity. Suppose amount of solute, any medicine which is present in injection liquid. That's we are measuring in weight by volume relation or W by W relation, or even molarity, normalities we are using. And even food material. In food material also amount of zinc metal, amount of carbohydrates, and amount of proteins. Those all are measured in gram per kilo. I mean number of grams of zinc is present in given mass of a substance. So there is a large quantity. But if solute is present in very less quantity, suppose drinking water having minerals. So how much amount of a particular mineral, especially zinc or chloride ion, how much chloride ion is present in drinking water? It's contain very, very less quantity. So those are measured in ppms. If a trace of solute is present in a solution, that is measured in ppms. Even pollution, atmospheric pollution also measured in ppms. I think you have experience in roadsides. Sometimes pollution check. I mean, they are checking with some instruments. How much amount of sulfur dioxide is present? How much amount of carbon monoxide is present? Carbon dioxide is present. By that, we can calculate how much pollution is there in a particular area. So those all are measuring in these quantities, ppms. Because in the atmosphere, very less amount of trace of carbon dioxide is okay, but carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide, those are in very trace quantity. Those are measured in ppms. Okay, very easy, ppm. In weight percentage, we wrote now W by W plus, I mean, weight of solute, total weight of solution into 100 we are writing, but same only here we are writing W by W into 10 power 6. That's the difference. Here 100, here we are taking 10 power 6. So, right, when a solute is present in trace quantities, when a solute present in trace quantity, small, very small. Those solutions are expressed in ppm. Expressed in ppm. So write formula. ppm is equal to number of parts of the component divided by total number of parts of all the components in the solution. Total number of parts of all components of the solution into 10 power 6. So this is a number of parts. I mean, how many number of chloride ions are present in drinking water divided by total number of particles present in a drinking water. So by that way, we can calculate ppm. And we have in terms of mass also.
Sir?
Yes?
I'm
Keshav?
back, sir. Good evening. Yes, sir.
It's completed. Did you solve all questions?
I did 4. I didn't get 1.
Then you wait.
Second sum, sir. I didn't get.
Okay, just a minute. So another formula for ppm is So mass of a component in solution divided by total mass of solution into 10 power 6.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Did you solve all questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Hmm.
I didn't get the fourth question, sir. Only fourth.
Okay, just wait. Yes, Vaishnavi, noted?
Fifth
Noted these
one.
two formulas?
The fifth one, sir.
Vaishnavi and Akshaya. Noted? Okay. So these problems based on this and dilution formulas I will give you in next class. Tell me, Keshav, tell me answers of for the first question, second, third, and fourth. You didn't solve now?
No, sir.
Sir, fifth one I'm
No.
not understanding much, but I try to solve at the maximum.
Sir, could you
Sir,
explain
can
the
I tell
second
the
sum?
answer?
Okay, wait just a minute. Yeah, first question is?
3.6 grams, sir.
Okay, first question is correct. Read second question, what is?
Second question is
I
1
think
gram of mixture of potash
okay, fine. Then tell me answer.
and sodium chloride. I got KCl percentages 89, like 1 minute, sir. Yeah, KCl percent as 89 and
86.
NaCl as
KCl you have to
11%.
get 86%, 86. NaCl 14%.
Sir, could you give the reaction, like the equation?
KCl, okay, here equations. I gave KCl plus silver nitrate.
Oh, I wrote
AgCl plus
silver.
KNO3 and NaCl plus AgNO3, it gives AgCl plus NaNO3.
Sir, sir, actually I did this wrong. I didn't see the first sentence. I thought they gave only AgCl amount. So, sir, what I considered is AgCl governs 2 grams, so, sir.
Yeah, this
Equally
total residue, this mixture residue is 2 grams.
Sir?
Yeah, this is mixture precipitate is 2
Yes.
grams.
Yes, sir. So it's equally given by KCl and NaCl, no, sir?
Yeah, together giving, this together giving
Sir,
that 2 grams, this mass is only 1 gram, no?
Sir, I didn't, sir, actually, I didn't see that 1 gram word. So, sir, I got this wrong. But when I calculated KCl and NaCl mass and I added them, I got 0.926 grams.
KCl requirement is only.
No, sir, total mass
Sir,
of
could you do
KCl
the
and
sum?
NaCl.
This sum, okay, I will
So
explain.
can you do this sum once more? I joined.
Could you like explain? I joined now.
Okay, wait. So second question is, no one got correct answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
I will explain you. Yes, tell me Nagamurthy.
Sir, I read this question wrong, but still.
Okay, I got it. So you
Sir,
solve yourself.
No, sir, I tried to solve it, sir, but when I calculated the mass of the mixture, 0.926 grams, sir. It's not equal to 1 gram.
What is 0. Here, this is given mass. The given mass is 1 gram. KCl and NaCl together mass is 1 gram. Okay, I will give you answer. Hello guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So consider mass of, first we'll take NaCl, okay, whatever, KCl is equal to X grams. Then mass of NaCl is equal to 1 minus X grams, because total mass of mixture is 1 gram. Total mass of mixture KCl plus NaCl equal to 1 gram. Now write equation.
So could
Yeah.
you like explain all that? I joined after you explained.
Yeah, I'm giving second question answer.
Yes, a second question only. Can you explain it?
Yeah, see. The question total mass of mixture is given 1 gram, right?
Yes, sir. 1 gram.
Then we will consider KCl masses we will take as X grams, and NaCl mass where I'm considering 1 minus X gram.
Okay.
Okay, next step is reaction I'm writing. KCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl plus KNO3. I didn't give a mass of silver. Mass of silver is 108. Okay. Right here. What is the KCl mass? Molar mass of KCl?
74.5.
No. 35.5 plus 39.
74.5.
74.5.
Yes, sir, it's 74.
Wait, I'm asking KCl. Okay, 74, right? 74.5.
Yes, sir.
Calculate silver nitrate mass.
Sir, 170.
170, correct? 48 plus 12. 60. Okay. So this is AgCl mass.
143.5.
143.5.
This is leave it. Okay. So now take relation. Now I think this is also not mandatory. This is only relationship. So this is suppose X grams. This is how much? 74.5 grams of KCl gives 143.5 gram of AgCl. The X grams of KCl gives 143.5x divided by 74.5. Calculate this value and tell.
Sir, 1.926x.
1.92.
6.
Okay, X grams. Okay, this is calculated. Next, apply for NaCl. Equation. NaCl plus AgNO3 gives AgCl plus NaNO3. NaCl mass 58.5. Not mandatory. AgCl mass is same 143.5. Then this is 1 minus X. Gives how much mass of AgCl? 58.5 grams gives 143.5 grams of AgCl. Then 1 minus X grams gives, this one calculate, 143.5 into 1 minus X divided by 58.5.
So now if we add both of them, we'll get 2 grams.
Yeah, correct. First you calculate that. 143.5 divided by?
Sir, so potassium chloride and sodium chloride don't give 1 grams of AgCl, no, sir?
No, they won't give 1 gram.
Okay, because I considered that because
No. The equivalent weight is different, no? This is. It's noted till there.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Hmm.
so now here we have got the mass of KCl and NaCl. So we have to equate it to 1.
You have to equate to 2 grams. AgCl mass is 2 grams in given question.
So I didn't understand. It is given, no, that the mass of mixture is equal to 1 gram.
Mass of mixture is 1 gram. Mass of AgCl is how much? Mass of
2
AgCl, yeah,
grams.
equal to 2 grams, right? 2 grams. You have to equate to that. Here you calculated AgCl mass, no? So now
Oh, yeah. Okay.
1.926x plus 2.45.
So I got it as 0.86 grams.
To x value, how much?
0.86.
Yeah, x is equal to 0.86. This is mass of
So first I got
KCl.
0.89, sir. Like I took something.
I'm getting 0.85, sir.
I think some digits also you will got some. Check correctly.
Yeah, 0.849.
849. Okay, 849.
0.85.
Let's once again check, ma. I think somewhere else.
Yes, sir,
Small
just a
mistake.
minute.
Okay, check once again. So answer is getting 0.85, 0.87. Mean, no, sorry, 0.8587. So you can write as 0.86, no problem. Then mass of KCl is equal to 0.86 grams. Mass of NaCl is equal to 0.14 grams. That is equal to, this is 86%, this is 14%. That's all.
So how much is X?
86%. It is 0.86 grams.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, I got 8.5.
Correct. Do with the calci.
Sir, actually, I took it as 1.92 instead of 1.926.
926,
That's why I
okay,
got
okay.
84.
But no
85.
problem. In examination, you will get full marks only if you got approximate value also. No problem. 85, sometime 84.5. Okay, accepted. That's answers. But method should be correct. This
Sir,
kind
so
of
89
mostly
will
asking
also
in
be
MCQ.
accepted.
Yes, what?
89 will be accepted, sir.
89 is too big, no? Just 1.5. But it is asking in MCQ question. Don't worry. They will give you much difference between options.
Yes, sir.
So 0.84 is accepted.
That is sometimes giving. I'm trying giving in options also like that 84 and 16 percentages.
Sir,
Ah.
Sir, actually, I don't think so. There will be much difference, sir, because we saw in atomic structure one question, one digit difference was there, sir.
No. One digit. Where we saw that question with 1 digit?
Sir,
Yes,
I don't know, but we saw multiple questions like
But
that.
if there's such inaccuracy in the calculation, then how can we select the correct answer?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what giving much difference between the options. Much difference they will give, not by 0.1 difference like that. They won't give. Don't worry. Okay, it's completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you do the fourth? Oh, no, not the fourth. Fourth one, yes, fourth one.
Yes, sir. Fourth one.
Third one, did you answer?
Confirm the answer, sir.
Which one?
Yes, sir. Third one. we got.
Third one, what is the answer?
2.24.
Read question.
No, wait.
I got 2.95.
Yes, sir.
approximately.
2.95.
Yes, sir. 2.95.
First of all, read question.
Sir,
What volume of oxygen at 18 degrees
Enough.
Celsius?
Answer is 2.96.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I was actually reading some other question.
So
Sir,
did you got closer to this?
9695, it's fine with me.
Sir, sir, I got 2.950, sir.
Okay, correct. No problem. That's correct answer. Okay, next question, fourth one.
What volume of CO2 measured at 27 degrees?
Yeah.
So,
What is the answer?
4.992. I'm not sure.
The volume of carbon dioxide obtained is 2,598. If you got 2,600
sir.
closer, correct answer.
Yes, sir.
I mean 2,600 closer value.
so
Closer to this, if you
next
got a correct
class,
answer.
could you just do that? I didn't understand how to do.
Which fourth
will you
question?
not solve
The fourth one.
Okay, I will give in next class.
And sir, could you tell the answer of the last one?
What is the last question? Read.
3 grams of H2 react with
okay,
29 grams.
That is a limiting reagent. What is the limiting
that
reagent?
question?
Sir, I think oxygen is limiting reagent.
Oxygen, yes, sir.
No, oxygen is excess reagent.
Oxygen is excess
H2 is
reagent.
limiting
H2 is
reagent.
limiting.
Yeah, H2 is limiting reagent.
And amount of H2 is 27 grams.
Okay. Answer is accurate is 26.8 grams. You got 27. Okay, accepted.
Sir, how will you get 26.7?
Yes, sir. How will you get that so
So
much
all
more
values
than-
are easily cancelled. You won't
Yes,
get any
sir,
decimal
exactly.
points.
Yes, sir.
What?
Sir,
I think they have considered H2 mass as like H mass as 1.008 units.
Okay, you consider like that, or even you take H2 is a 1. Okay, however, you will get closer answer. I'm telling 26.8 or 27. Correct
sir,
answer.
how 27 grams will come, sir, out of 3 grams and 2 grams of oxygen and hydrogen?
No, oxygen
What?
is 24 grams.
Oxygen is 29 grams is I gave, right?
Yeah, out of that, 24 is only used up.
Sir, I wrote 3 grams and 2 grams, sir.
Right.
Sir, even I
Sir,
wrote the
I too
same
wrote
thing.
29 grams I gave. You wrote 3 grams of oxygen.
Sir, I think
2
so.
grams.
I wrote 3 grams, I think. Because
3 grams hydrogen.
H2.
29
Yes,
grams
sir.
oxygen.
Sir, I
Yes,
You had
thought,
left it like this, so we thought it's 2 grams.
yes, sir, that 9 I thought as
Yes,
G.
sir.
Okay, this 9 you
You
consider
left it like that only,
29
sir.
grams. Okay. Okay, solve that question. Fourth question tomorrow I will explain you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.